How's it going, guys? It's Darkiller598 here, and welcome to the Rogue One spoiler talk, where we talk about everything that basically happened in Rogue One. Obviously, spoilers ahead, so do not watch this video unless you have seen the movie. I waited for the end of this weekend or beginning of the following week to post this whenever this does go up. So hopefully you guys have all seen the film so that we can actually discuss about spoilers in this video, and I obviously do not probably recommend even looking at the comments because this whole video is going to be spoilers. And yeah, post comments down below about what you all thought of the movie, and yeah, let's begin our spoiler talk. Now, to quickly say, in the non-spoiler video that I did say that, you know, all of the music was okay, nothing that really stands out to me. Well, there was one that kind of did, and I couldn't say it because it was too much spoiler, and it was the final bit at the end. You know, the Darth Vader scene. Like, everything about that just was awesome, and the music to me stood out there as well. I was like, that was just really menacing. The whole scene was awesome. I'm not sure if that was part of the reshoot or not, but if that whole Darth Vader scene was a reshoot of him just slaughtering those poor rebel soldiers, then it was worth it. That's just how just menacing Darth Vader is. It was amazing. It gave me goosebumps. Now another thing we should talk about is another part to the end is that everyone dies, so it's very hard to get emotionally attached to all of these characters as well. The final third act, that all battle on Scarif, them dying, is also quite good. They all had some good send-offs, I would admit, but like I said, there was too many of them to get attached to, and the only few we got attached to was kind of like Jin, Donnie Yen's character. K2 was probably the saddest ones to die, but yeah, because we didn't get much, you know, backstory and development. But anyways, yeah, their send-offs were pretty sad, but yeah, it wasn't too emotionally attaching for me, I'm afraid. Another thing that we will probably need to talk about due to spoilers is CGI Tarkin. Personally, to me, I kind of didn't see it, or well, obviously I knew in my mind it's like, oh, it's CG, but when watching it, I kind of didn't, you know, it didn't come to my mind at first. I didn't really much care, so it didn't affect me as much. I just thought it was nice to see Tarkin again. He's kind of is important to the whole Death Star story, so it did kind of make sense for him to be there. Some people do say that he has too many scenes and that some of them could be replaced with Vader instead, but well, what I think is that Tarkin, we got a whole trilogy of Vader, and the prequels was setting up Vader, and Tarkin was only pretty much around for one movie, so I kind of didn't mind actually seeing more Tarkin, because we got a hell of a lot more with Vader, so personally I didn't mind. But it would still be nice to have just a tiny bit more Vader in Rogue One, but honestly I don't mind having Tarkin in there. He is obviously full CG, so some people are saying that it is noticeable. To me, he wasn't. It was fine, but I did kind of like, you know, the beginning bit where he just shows his back and then his reflection at the window when they're finishing the Death Star. But yeah, anyways, yeah, CGI Tarkin didn't really bother me as much, and I'm kind of glad we got more out of him in this film, because we only see him in A New Hope, and that's it, he dies. Speaking of CGI characters, we'll talk about Princess Leia at the end, who is obviously full CG right at the very last second. It was just kind of a little nice hint to help tie up everything together, and obviously once again that didn't bother me as much, and yeah, just yeah, did like how it ended. CGI Leia was fine as well. So the exhaust port of the Death Star was finally explained. People have been raging about that for so long. It's like, what a flawed weakness. Although that exhaust port was heavily defended in A New Hope, but it just did seem kind of weird how this one thing could go straight to the reactor. But now we know that that was intentional. The guy who built the Death Star, Jin's father, did not want to be a part of it, so he said, hey, I'm going to build this weakness so it can be totally destroyed. So yeah, it's kind of nice to have that one plot hole of A New Hope, and it does tie, and this film does tie up a lot of stuff for A New Hope. So just watching A New Hope after Rogue One with all these plot holes fixed is just actually pretty better, in my opinion. Alright, so let's talk about some of the Easter eggs that I saw in the film. I'm pretty sure I didn't see all of them, Yeah, I've been watching a few videos already, and I know that I've already missed a few. I'm going to see it again tomorrow as of recording this. So yeah. The first Easter eggs that I noticed, those two bounty hunters in the cantina which Luke come across. Vazan and Ponda, I believe their names were. I'll have pictures up for them in a sec. But I thought that was a really odd cameo. You know, maybe we could have got Greedo instead. But yeah, it was really odd to have those cameos there. But you know, call back to A New Hope, I guess. They got pretty lucky escaping Jeddah in time. Next cameo I noticed was General. I forgot his name. I forget his name. The general of the rebellion in it that we see in A New Hope. I've completely forgotten his name. It's just gone past me. But yeah, I saw him in the Yavin 4 council room when they were interrogating Jin, and as well later on when they're all talking about should we go attack Scarif. And also Bail Organa was in this. I kind of knew before going in because of that one damn TV spot. I watched a lot of the TV spots, so yeah, Bail Organa is in this as well, and Mon Mothma, who are both played by the actors in Revenge of the Sith, I believe. So it's kind of nice to actually tie it together to the prequels. It's just nice to see that we're not completely distancing the prequels, because not everything in the prequels were bad. They don't compare. They don't compare to the original trilogy, no. But everything in the prequels were not bad, so it's kind of nice to at least have them tie in just a little bit. Speaking of the prequels and characters in the prequels, Saw Gerrera, who we see from the Onderon story saga in the Clone Wars, and mentioned again in Rebels, and people are a bit mixed about Saw Gerrera in this one, especially that with Mind Tentacle scene, which totally didn't need to be in there because, well, they did it just so that the pilot could be told the truth, apparently. But then afterwards he's just thrown into his cell, and then he's helped escape, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm the pilot. And he gets his mind back. So there was completely no point to have that in there at all, even if he, like, maybe I thought, like, his mind would interfere in the final battle of Scarif, like, some side effects or something, but no, his mind actually completely heals after he escapes, so there's literally no point having that scene in the whole film. But anyways, so yeah, back to Saw Gerrera. I kind of feel like he was only there just to say that, hey, we've got a character from the Clone Wars. Like, nothing to me. Like, if we replaced Saw Gerrera with someone else who just happened to rescue Jin and was mostly attached to Jin, then I don't think it would have made much difference. The only reason why it's Saw Gerrera, just so that we can say, or in my opinion, it's just that we can say that we've got a character from the Clone Wars, and that's it. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe a couple references back to the Clone Wars talking about, you know, when he lost his sister, maybe, or I don't know. To me personally, there was just like, Saw was there just so that we can say we've got a character from the Clone Wars. I think he could have just been replaced with anyone. Also, why did he stay behind? I really wish we could have got more out of him. Wish we could have got him, you know, in the Battle of Scarif. Alright, now it's time to talk about if there are any Easter eggs to Star Wars Rebels, seeing as the movie takes place after Rebels, you know, quite close. I only spotted 2 Easter eggs, and I think that there might actually be more. People are saying that there might be just a little bit more than these 2, but hey. So the first one I found was the one that everyone found in the TV spot, which with this image that will be up on screen probably soon. And if you can see in the lower rightish corner, you can see the Ghost and a Hammerhead gunship, which the Rebel forces have used in the TV show, and were actually used in this movie in an awesome way as well, just bringing that Star Destroyer down. But so yeah, we can see the Ghost. I believe that we can also see more of the Ghost in action in the background space battle. If you really pay attention, I saw a couple more, you know, scenes of the Ghost just in the background. Not anything fully up close though. So yeah, we get to see more of the Ghost in action if you can really pay attention. And also during a scene when Mon Mothma and Bail Organa are talking, like, this is again something in the background, so you have to be listening very carefully, but I'm pretty sure I heard someone announce about General Syndulla, which means that Hera, or maybe even it could be even Sham Syndulla for all we know, is still around during this Battle of Scarif. And yeah, I'm now really curious as to how Ghost Crew ends up during the Battle of Scarif, actually. Like I said, all we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who General Syndulla is. It could be Hera, or it could be Sham, for all we know. So yeah, it still actually adds mystery to the Ghost Crew, honestly, in my opinion. So who knows what will happen, but it will mean at least one of those two will survive for Scarif. Last few Easter eggs: R2-D2 and C-3PO are in this for a scene. Why are they going to Scarif? And I feel like that it's a nice, cool cameo, but it's just a way for them to be in this Star Wars film because they've been in every damn Star Wars film, and they must keep that trait going. Damn it. Yeah, but anyways, another nice, cool Easter egg, and the final ones that I've seen were again during the Battle of Scarif. Red Squadron and Gold Squadron. I didn't actually expect those to be there, and people are saying that it's just leftover footage from the New Hope's Death Star assault that wasn't actually used. So I thought that's actually a pretty nice way for them to be included in Scarif, using that old footage. And yeah, that was actually pretty cool, and I'm glad to actually see those forces take place in Scarif, to know that, you know, the rebels aren't, you know, well equipped as we are starting to think. So yeah, they've got not many pilots, so they've got to scramble everything they have. And the rebellion was a lot darker in this as well. We don't see them as all cut and clean, if that makes sense. Like they killed innocents in this movie, so yeah, not even the rebellion is all perfect, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that all pretty much covers it. People are shocked how, well, not shocked, but like a bit surprised that kyber crystals were power the Death Star. That's what they were mining from Jeddah. But honestly, I kind of feel like, well, I don't know, was that always canon? Like the kyber crystals? Well, that's what I heard. Like, I remember we had that one Clone Wars story which wasn't finished about a giant kyber crystal. I thought, yeah, that's what, you know, powered the Death Star. But like they were scrambling for pretty much everything, so it could be just thousands of them. So yeah, kind of knew kyber crystals powered the Death Star, but yeah, so I think that might be it for this video. We all kind of knew what happened in the film. Those were just all the Easter eggs I wanted to say, all the main spoiler bits I wanted to talk about. So Death Star blows up Jeddah City, takes out the Scarif installation, because, you know, they have failed. I kind of wish that Lord Vader would give the order and just be like, the forces down there have failed us. And then Tarkin would be like, agreed, fire when ready. So yeah, I kind of feel like that's kind of something that Vader would do, just kill off the Imperial forces who have failed down on the surface. So yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. What did you think about Rogue One? Post all your comments down below, even if they are spoilers. I did warn at the beginning that even the comments will probably be about spoilers, so go ahead, yeah, post those down below, and I will see you guys later. What did you think of the film? Did you love it or hate it? Let me know as well. So yeah, I'm Sarkiller598, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you. Goodbye.